and welcome to the podcast. I'm Marisa.
And I'm Mariana.
And we're the Krolmeister sisters. As a reminder, this podcast is rated T for teen for strong language and mature themes.
If you like a podcast that, isn't, head on over to her very own podcast, Unlocked, where sometimes they talk to people about things.
And stuff.
Sometimes they're quiet. I don't know what they're doing right now, so...
I don't know what they're doing. It's probably still going on. We think so. They haven't said they stopped it, so they're probably just taking a break.
Yeah, they may be taking a holiday break.
I don't know. They don't keep us surprised of any of that. We're not actually affiliated with them.
That's why we're able to trash talk shit.
Yes.
And you know how we love to rag on the games.
Exactly. But what are we doing today, Ariana?
Today, we're going to switch up that format. Because somebody challenged us to be positive. And we will not back down from a fucking challenge.
Exactly. Today, we are going to talk about our 5 least favorite games. However, we are only going to say positive things about them. So, we have our 5 least favorite games: Ransom of the Seven Ships, Trail of the Twister. Ariana has Labyrinth of Lies on there.
Yes.
Creature of Kapu Cave and Phantom of Venice. To be fair, Creature of Kapu Cave could also be swapped out for Secrets Can Kill. But to be fair, there's not enough to say about Secrets Can Kill in either direction. Mm-hmm. So here's where we're starting. Only positive things now. Start it with let's just do it all the way down from the top. Right. Ransom of the Seven Ships.
Ransom of the Seven
Only
Ships.
Positive things.
Okay.
It is a very pretty game.
It is a very pretty game. Both the art and the basic concept of the setting. It's a lot of really great colors and just like.
I like the pink sand. Huh. The pink sand is really cool. I love that.
Great. I love that. That's a really pretty aesthetic.
It really is. And the jungle. I love all the sounds that go along with this game. Yeah. So the beach, the waves. I love all of the jungle chatter going on. So you hear all the monkeys and the birds. I love all of that.
Also
the sound design for the game. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The sound design for that game is fantastic. The soundtrack.
Yes.
We put that in our top 10 soundtracks. It is banging in its own right. You cannot listen to that soundtrack and not dance to it. Even... Nope. Only positive. Only positive. So, no matter what's going on in the game, you can dance.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. You just dance through it. Dance through life.
I love the idea of Nancy sailing to different little islands. Like, that as a concept is fantastic. Yeah. I love the idea of doing that.
I really like that they decided to bring back an older villain.
That was a fun idea.
Yeah, that was really
especially the way they did it. With bringing all the clues in there of, like, all of these things. You okay?
Yeah, sorry.
You're right there, man?
All of the stuff, it's all from Nancy's past cases, all of the, like, the pinpoints on the map of where Nancy has been before. That was all really cool.
It was. Yeah, that was neat.
It was neat. And I remember while we were playing it thinking, wow, this has to do with Nancy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And coming to that conclusion that it was probably going to be, have to do with her past cases.
I assumed she just had a stalker or something.
It was just a Nancy stalker. I mean, that's basically what it is.
The actual puzzles at their core are not bad. We've got color Sudoku. We've got ciphering.
I love all the
Yeah.
ciphering. Ciphering is like my favorite thing in Nancy Drew games, as we all know. That I love that kind of puzzle.
And, like, honestly, even just timing out the sands in the hourglass, that isn't so bad. Like, you have to die 3 times. You die after doing it 3 times, but if it didn't do that, the actual puzzle is good.
If the marks on the hourglasses meant something, then I would agree. If I can't say anything nice, I can't say anything at all. So I like that Bess and George are in the game.
Yes. That's swell.
And that we can be George.
Yeah.
That's the first game we get to be George.
Yeah.
It's nice to be George.
It is nice.
She does things. George is useful. You know?
Mm-hmm.
She runs, basically, doesn't she?
Does she?
Do we take the other cart, or does she just run to go save Nancy? Are you sure?
Yes. I'm positive.
I like the idea of her just sprinting across the island.
And her being like,
And then
I've got
climbing
super
up the
thighs.
cliff.
But,
I love that idea, but she's actually useful in this game.
she is. She spends the whole time, like, fixing the radio. And
Yeah.
like, that's cool.
And Bess is adorable.
I love the babbling when we find her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
And oh my gosh, you found my bracelet! If you found her bracelet.
Yeah, which we always do.
Mm-hmm.
I like how easy it is to find the Easter eggs in that one as well. We found all of the Easter eggs on our own in that game.
It's pretty good.
That's the first game where we were able to find all the Easter eggs without a guide.
Yeah.
So, that was pretty good.
I like that we're following a pirate's clues to buried treasure.
Pirates, yeah.
Because it's actual pirates and buried treasure.
That's true. It is.
Like,
We do just get buried treasure in the end. If you do it correctly, you can get buried treasure. I like that you could also have an ending where you don't get the buried treasure. I like that. That's interesting
that
that there's a good ending and then there's a bad ending.
there are
that's still
multiple instances of things, like you don't necessarily find the
the ID.
ID, so he doesn't unveil himself as a second character, and you don't, that's fun. That there's little variables.
Yeah. So there you go. We found a lot of good things to say about Ransom of the Seven Ships, and I am proud of us for how many good things we had to say about that game.
Pretty good about that.
So,
We're like super positive.
yeah. So, Trail of the Twister.
Okay. So storms are super cool, guys.
There are lots of really pretty clouds.
Mm-hmm. There are, yeah. There's they've got some good, like, basically what I consider like matte paintings for their.
Yeah,
they're nice.
They lots and lots of the pretty clouds, and we get to look at lots of sky pictures and stuff like that. I love that. There are two people of color in that game, and neither of them are the bad guy.
That is good.
So, pretty good for her interactive, I have to say. And they actually talk about the Trail of Tears. I mean, it's in one little place off to the side, and you don't actually have to look at it, but it's there, and that's more than I expected of them. Yeah. So, honestly, there's that. They are in Oklahoma, and they do mention the Trail of Tears.
We need to meet the minimum for...
Positive.
I am being positive. I said way to meet the minimum.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. We're
Good job,
saying
guys.
that's a positive.
Oh no, I like how I was trying to remember what I was thinking about at another point. That wasn't me waiting for something to come to me. That was me going, wait, I had something. No, I love how they actually let us think that there's probable cause for us to think that any of them could have done it.
Yeah, the plot is actually pretty good in the game.
Yeah, definitely. Like some things are left hanging, but otherwise it's like they're directing it in all different ways. It's like it's like seeing lightning and it spreads out, and it's like, oh, it could be all of these things. I don't know. I'm just going with the storm imagery.
Oh, I got it. I like it. I like the mice animations.
The mice are so cute.
They're adorable.
And so are the prairie dogs.
They're very cute. I like that you can just give everyone candy the entire game.
Yeah.
You can just offer everyone candy the entire game.
You can play this game, getting a bunch of money and then going in and buying a bunch of candy and just giving it to people.
Yeah, just Nancy
Candy,
just making it rain. Yes. That's how I plan to play it.
Good luck.
Oh yeah, I know. But, you know.
You have to fix all the circuit boards. And which,
yeah,
yeah, another thing. Circuit boards, really kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I like the idea of that puzzle.
Yeah. No, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. Yeah.
No, some good music.
Sure.
Yeah. Nope. That's good. Yeah. Go us.
That's it.
Yeah. I found. I remember a really good one. We meet PG Krolmeister.
We do. We talked to Krolmeister. I don't know how we forgot that. Krolmeister sisters.
The reason
okay.
we're there.
Yeah. Exactly. So. Yeah. Good for us.
All right.
Yeah. Krolmeister. So again, I feel pretty good about how much good stuff we had to say about Trail of the Twister. Labyrinth of Lies. Again, everything is very beautiful and everyone is very beautiful. I like how in depth some of the characters are.
Yeah.
They did a lot in Niobe and Grigor's backgrounds. I'm very happy with how much they went in depth on their characters.
Grigor,
yeah, they went more in on them than on any other character in the series, I feel, on some of the things like foster system and then on the anxiety and stuff with Niobe. I think that's a good thing.
Sure. I love the settings of the museum and the theater. That was good for my inner history major theater kid.
It makes me think of summers at the end of summer at the old Globe when I was putting everything away after the Shakespeare festivals. That's what it makes me think of because everything's quiet. So it makes me think of we were putting all the lights away and stuff. Yeah. So it's that peaceful, everything seems hot and dry like it's the end of August. You know?
Yeah.
That's what it feels like to me. That's peaceful, especially with the music.
Yeah, the music's fun. I enjoyed the music a lot.
I like the music. It's very pretty.
Yeah.
The plot is very Agatha Christie. Or it could have been.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know what the plot was.
I do love the tracks that you get to listen to.
The what?
The tracks you get to listen to.
Oh, the tracks. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought you...
The voice.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Yeah. There's puzzles. There's lots of puzzles. If you like puzzles, this is the game for you.
Yeah. Yep. Good. Lots of puzzles.
Lots of puzzles. There is no lack of puzzles.
Yeah. Because we have complained about there being...
The lack of puzzles in some other games. Yeah. It's very true. This one does not lack puzzles.
Does not. There are quite a few good ones, too.
Yeah, there are some very good puzzles. I like making the temple.
Yeah.
That one's fun.
Yeah.
The seed assignments.
Seed assignments is
that
good,
one's... Yeah. You like logic puzzles like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's Labyrinth of Lies.
That's Labyrinth of Lies.
So Creature of Kapu Cave.
Okay.
Again, it's pretty. That aesthetic. We're really into the tropical aesthetic. Mm-hmm. Again, the sound design is really nice, especially when you're fishing and stuff. Mm-hmm. Oh, I love being on the beach looking for the shells and everything, because the crash of the waves is just so good. Because especially when you're just standing there waiting for the fish to bite, mm-hmm. and you're just like listening to the waves, and it's like, okay,
or
I could just do this.
When you're frank and you're snorkeling, mm-hmm. that's great. That's a nice design. You can
Yeah, you can hear the glub glub. Glub glub glub. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. It's very nice. I love all the bug sounds and stuff mm-hmm. in the jungle. And how there's a lack of bug sounds in certain places. And
I love that we are kind of led to believe that Quigley chose her love of insects out of spite for her father's love of snakes. I can dig that in a character. It's like, I have devoted my life to bugs because my father liked snakes.
Yeah, spite. It's a good character.
It's a good character.
I like that we actually do science in this game. Yeah. It's one of the only games where Nancy does actual science.
Yeah.
I don't mind sorting frass, to be honest.
I love that we, as Nancy, don't entirely understand why this is important. I love that Nancy has no idea why. So she's like, okay, there's more or less poop than there's supposed to be. And Quigley's like, yes! No, that was a question.
Nancy has no clue.
I love that.
Nancy has no idea. She is not qualified whatsoever, and that's okay.
But I know that there's a mystery here, and I'm going to solve it.
And you know what? She does, with the Hardy Boys.
Exactly. Gotta love
with
the Hardy Boys in this one.
Yeah, for once it's not Nancy who gets the concussion.
Yeah, it's Joe.
You forgot which one got the concussion for a second.
No, I was getting ready to say, because it's Joe who really doesn't need the concussion.
Oh. He just gets smacked. Honestly, that is a hilarious moment to me. You just turn around and just whack.
I love Big Brother Frank calling the dangerous criminal to tell him that he's gonna kick his ass for messing with his baby brother.
Yeah!
It's good.
That's a good moment. It's so sibling.
Yep, I love it.
It's perfectly encapsulates the sibling feeling.
Hey, only I'm allowed to mess with my brother. Basically.
Yeah. Only I can hit him. Wait. Pretty much, though. I like that we can infiltrate a top secret place by just being nice to a cranky old man.
It's a very Shirley Temple feel, that part.
It's very realistic.
It feels like a Shirley Temple character. It's like, oh, hello, grumpy old man. I'm here to win you over and soften that hard heart of yours.
You know. Yeah. I don't know. Feels like it could happen to me or you.
Hey there, Grouchy Man.
Just, you know.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel unrealistic to me at all, to be honest.
feel like we've all had the moment, right? Right?
Everyone's had that moment of having someone... No, I don't think everyone's had that moment, but most women have had that moment.
Pretty much.
Yeah. All right. You know. I like that Craven destroys all that shit because of a temper tantrum. He just wanders into the woods, into the jungle, and just goes, oh, look, a camp. I'm just gonna ruin it. It has nothing to do with anything. He just goes
like
ham.
Coincidentally.
Yeah. He just goes ham. He's just like, wow, this is a perfect amount of breakable shit.
And it just so happened to be Dr. Kim's. Yes, I had no idea.
Love that.
I mean, I guess it makes sense since we're the only people on this end of the island. But you know,
yeah. Hawaii. I love that we're in Hawaii.
It's good. Hawaii is good.
Yeah. And that's it.
Yep, that's good.
Yep. Last one. Phantom of Venice.
Phantom of Venice. We get to go to Italy.
Probably.
Yeah. No. It's definitely some alleyways in Italy.
We get to feed pigeons. We
do. Pigeons are good.
For €5, which is very expensive because that's over $5.
Yeah. Is it for €5?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Pigeons. I like pigeons.
Pigeons are good. I like the random infusion of commedia dell'arte.
I like that we dress Nancy up.
That is fun.
I like dress-up games.
Yeah,
I get to dress
buy
Nancy
all kinds
up.
of stuff to dress her in, too.
It's true.
Not just the things necessary for the story.
It's true. I can dress her up as a clown if I want to.
Yeah. Some good shit.
No one's stopping me, especially not Nancy. I like that I get to use the Italian I already know.
Yeah. I like that Nancy works with the authorities for fucking once.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good move that we don't hear about ever again. But I think it's
because
nice...
it didn't really go well for her, to be honest.
Stop talking to them! She didn't tell them enough. I know she wasn't really supposed to, because the handler was like, oh no, we kind of have to separate ourselves from this bit, because, you know, but breaking the law and shit.
I like that we steal a spy's identity.
We steal a spy's identity, and then rob a place.
I love that.
That is awesome.
That's fantastic.
That's right up there with Nancy getting arrested for arson.
I know, right? Nancy just committing...
like, just a slew of heinous crimes. It's just awesome.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I can say I like about Phantom of Venice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the positive things we had to say about our 5 least favorite games. If you have a challenge to issue us, like this one, then you can issue it to us via traditional mail. Send a carrier pigeon. No, you can reach us on our website, krolmeistersisters.knifefightclub.com, our Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, or our Twitch.
You can also find us on iTunes and Google Podcast. I got there. Oh, and Spotify. Shit, I am out of it today. But you can find us on those things. And you can be so kind as to leave us a review.
It would be lovely.
It would be lovely. And in fact, if we get nice reviews, maybe we'll read them on the podcast, and in your words will have an effect.
It's true. You can also subscribe to our Twitch to get access to our cute little wine glass emote. And you can now support us on Patreon. And you can get access to a lot of things, including weekly stream cat pictures directly to your inbox.
Wait. They're getting pictures of Sylvanas.
Yeah.
But I don't get them.
Yeah, well, you're not a patron. They get weekly exclusive stream cat pictures. Cat pictures even my mom doesn't get to see.
Shit, man.
That's how exclusive these pictures are.
That's pretty big.
It is pretty big. So, if you would like to get those, as well as be able to suggest topics, or, well, be guaranteed that we will use your topics for podcast episodes.
We're going to fucking listen to you.
Or
unless you give us money. Jesus
get
Christ.
access to our podcast night VODs, the videos themselves, where we make mistakes and say things that make no sense. Then
Get distracted by
get
cats
all of that.
and boyfriends falling in other rooms. And...
Exactly. Yeah. Then you can get access to all of that if you support us on Patreon. So, as always, I'm Marisa.
I'm Ariana.
And we're the Krolmeister sisters. And we're asking you guys to stay so goofy.